this video, we are going to apply the concept of superposition theorem to a problem. So let's take a problem. So in a problem, I am having two current sources of 4 ampere and 3 ampere with a voltage source of 10 volt. Resistances are 10, 2, 5 and this is 6 ohm resistance. Objective is to get current flowing through 6 ohm resistance using superposition theorem. So first step, I will consider 4 ampere acting alone. 10 volt voltage source is short circuited. 3 ampere current source which will consider as open circuited. So the circuit will look like this. Ten volt is shorted, 3 ampere is open, so it will go. So I will get this structure, 4 ampere current source, 10 ohm resistance, 2 ohm, 5 and 6. Objective is to get this current. So here I will use a nodal analysis. So let's consider node A with potential VA, node B with potential VB, and this is reference having potential 0. Current source having a fixed direction of current. Remaining directions I assume randomly. Let's apply KCL to node A. Incoming current is 4. These two are outgoing currents. So it's VA minus 0 divided by 10 plus VA minus VB divided by 2. Let's rearrange the terms. So I'll get equation number 1. Similarly, I can apply KCL to node B. So at node B, 1 incoming current, 2 outgoing currents. Let's add equation. VA minus VB divided by 2 equal to VB minus 0 divided by 5 plus VB minus 0 divided by 6. So after rearranging the terms, I will get VA 1 by 2 plus VB minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6 equal to 0, equation number 2. Let's solve equations 1 and 2. So solving equations 1 and 2, I will get VA as 12.8395 volt and VB equal to 7.4074 volt. Objective is to get current flowing through 6 ohm resistance, and that is because of only one source. So I will consider I dash 6 ohm. So equation we have written VB minus 0 divided by 6. So if I substitute the value of VB, I will get final answer 1.2346 ampere, and the direction of current I have assumed downward. So I will keep same current direction. So I am getting a first answer, and that is because of only one source. Let's consider a second step. So in this original circuit, now I will consider 10 volt acting alone. So 10 volt acting alone. Repeat, remaining two current sources will be open circuited. So 4 ampere and 3 ampere are open circuited. So doing this modification, I will get a circuit like this: 10 ohm, 10 volt, 2 ohm, this is 5 ohm, and this is a load resistance which is 6 ohm I am considering. Now here, instead of using a nodal analysis, I will go for series parallel combinations. So what I will do, I will consider parallel combination of this. So parallel combination of this 5 parallel 6, I can write 5 into 6 divided by 5 plus 6. So if I solve, I will get 30 divided by 11. So 5 and 6 will come in parallel, and the equivalent will be given 5 parallel 6 equal to 5 into 6 divided by 5 plus 6. So actually it is 30 by 11, and if we solve, you will get answer 2.7273 ohm. Now this resistance will come in series with 2 ohm and 10 ohm. So R equivalent, I can say 2 plus 10 plus 2.7273, which is equal to 14.7273 ohm. Why we have calculated this R equivalent? In order to know this current I, which is nothing but this current I, we should know the current flowing through this battery or current given by this battery. Here it is split into two, and our objective is to get current flowing through 6 ohm resistance. So total current given by battery will be 10 divided by 14.7273, which is equal to 0.679 ampere. Now I know this current splitted into two branches, so I can use current divider rule. So by current divider rule, current flowing through 6 ohm resistance because of 10 volt, I doubled the 6 ohm equal to 5 divided by 5 plus 6 multiplied by 0.679. The answer I will get is 0.3086 ampere. Direction is upward. So here we are getting a current flowing through 6 ohm resistance because of 10 volt battery. Now let's go to step 3. Third source we will consider. So consider 3 ampere acting alone now. 4 ampere is a current source which will act as open circuited. So 4 ampere is open circuited. 10 volt voltage source is short circuited. So I will get a circuit like this. Current source I have removed, voltage source will be shorted. The only source present is 3 ampere and the load resistance is 6 ohm. So here I will have 10 ohm resistance, this is 2 ohm resistance, 5, 6 ohm and 3 ampere is acting alone now. So here again, if you go for a current divider rule, that will be the simplest solution. But how to convert this into a one resistance? It is very simple. 2 and 10 are in series. So that will give you 12 ohm. And this 12 ohm will be in parallel with 5 ohm. So I am getting are, which I can consider equivalent of 5 and this 12 parallel 5, which will be equal to 12 into 5 divided by 12 plus 5, 60 divided by 17. So the answer is 3.5294 ohm. So I am having one resistance of 3.5294 parallel with current source of 3 ampere, which in turn parallel with a resistance which is a load resistance of 6 ohm. Again, current 3 ampere will be splitted into two branches, and our objective is to get current flowing through 6 ohm resistance, which I denoted as I triple dash. So by current divider rule, I can say I triple dash 6 ohm equal to 3.5294 divided by 3.5294 plus 6 multiplied by total current supplied, which is 3 ampere. So if I solve this, I will get current flowing through 6 ohm resistance equal to 1.1111 ampere, and the direction of current I will get as downward. As per statement of superposition theorem, the total current flowing through 6 ohm resistance will be algebraic sum of current because of the first source, current because of second source, and current because of third source. Now we need to consider current directions also. So we know for first source we got current direction as downward. For second source it is upward, and for third source it is once again downward. So out of these two directions, one direction I have to consider as positive, so as other direction will become negative. So I will consider the downward direction as positive. So the answer I will get is, for first source the current flowing through the 6 ohm resistance is 1.2346. Since current flowing because of second source is upward, so it's a minus 0.3086, and because of third source it is downward, so plus 1.1111 ampere. So if I calculate this, I will get final answer 2.0371 ampere. Since I am getting a positive answer, so whatever directions I have assumed as positive will be the direction of resultant current. So here we have solved yet another problem using superposition theorem. In subsequent videos, we will solve more numericals based on this. Thank you.